logically incorporates several aircraft principles, such as adaptation of the tricycle landing gear system. A switch on the dashboard operates built-in hydraulic jacks and makes tire changing an exhilarating experience. The single front wheel explains the car's parking dexterity and keeps it on an even keel in the event of a blowout, even at a top speed of 115 miles an hour. There are no fenders, wrap-around steel bumpers protect removable body panels. This little chariot can really run you around in circles. What's the trouble, Gary? Uh-oh, a modern Frankenstein. But being earthbound, the monster is hurled out onto the highway to frighten other homes. If you're looking for a 1960 model, this may well be it. Somewhat less spectacular is this sporting new creation of Gordon Burig of Pennsylvania, designer of the famous Ford. Front fenders and laminated fiberglass, turned with the wheels, made of black magnesium. Body and movable stuff are aluminum plastic. In the cockpit, or rather the driver's compartment, Mr. Burig operates the controls, closely resembling those of a plane. Thus, aircraft engines are becoming increasingly popular in automotive design.
So I just turn this button, and out it comes. When I've finished catching up on the news, I might check the latest weather. This same screen can give me the latest reports on the stocks I might own. A telephone is this instrument here, a mock-up of a possible future telephone. This would be the mouthpiece. Now, if I want to see the people I'm talking with, I just turn the button and there they are. Over here, as I work on this screen, I can keep in touch with other rooms of the house through a closed-circuit television system. With equipment like this in the home of the future, we may not have to go to work. The work would come to us. In the 21st century, it may be that no home will be complete without a computerized communications console.
The domestication of the computer already has begun. In Phoenix, Arizona, the Charles Crawshaw family has learned to live with a computer terminal in their kitchen. This teletypewriter is connected by ordinary telephone lines to a computer complex in New York City, 2,400 miles away. Charles Crawshaw, a General Electric engineer, works on technical problems. His wife, Barbara, uses the computer for various household chores. Here, the computer has expanded the proportions of a recipe for 6 into a recipe for 14.
You'd eat the food, and you might even eat the package. All the wasted paper in the world, it's conceivable that when the package was heated, it would turn into part of the food. I think people like to eat, and I don't think really that everybody's going to eat out of a deep freeze. I think that some people...
And the right amount of cups and saucers are molded on the spot. When I finished eating, there'll be no dishes to wash. The used plates will be melted down again, the leftovers destroyed in the...
In 2001, we might eat out in automated restaurants. Today, American Machine and Foundry has a system for automated drive-ins called AmFare. Press a button, and the computerized kitchen cooks by itself. robots are coming. They help cook your breakfast and serve it too. They wake up each morning to the patter of little feet, robot feet. We spoke with the professor who is experimenting with computerized robots at London's Queen Mary College, MW3.
Professor Thring, what are these?
These are the first prototypes of small-scale models of the domestic housemaid of the future.
The domestic housemaid of the future?
Yes. And whenever you tell it to do that particular program, it does that program.
What is the completed machine going to look like? Is it going to look like a human being?
No, the thing is it's got to live in a human house and work in a human house. So it's got to go through doors and climb up stairs and so on. But there's no other reason why it should look like a human being. For example, it can have 3 or 4 hands if it wants to. It can have eyes in its feet. It can be entirely different. It would have the full run of the house, and indeed these ones here are examples of machines that would actually walk upstairs. Just as the human being has the built-in sense of balance, we can build in a sense of balance into the machine so that the body part of it is always upright, even when the carriage is going up the stairs.
Could the machine conceivably make a mistake and just walk out of the house, go through the wrong door?
It could.
The 21st century home is still only a dream, as utopian and probably as unattainable for the average man as these far-out homes of today.
Just mass-producing little plop-plops or adding a flexible type thing, do-it-yourself, isn't going to work. Now, what is going to work, an individual wants to be like Thoreau and go off to the Maine woods and get an axe and build your own house. That will go on.
Question, how will we live in the 21st century?
after